Hello again, everybody, and welcome to this edition of Cogeco North Bay News, truly local television. I'm Greg Estabrooks. Well, the optimism of talks aimed at ending the more than 2-week-long Nipissing University Faculty Strike fading fast. Talks between the union and school brass are not happening and may not be happening anytime soon. More from Clarke Heipel.
The middleman in this dispute released a statement on Wednesday after there was hope on Tuesday that there may be a return to the bargaining table. Quote, the provincially appointed mediator is in regular contact with the parties to this dispute so as to determine if and when a return to the bargaining table would be productive. There are no dates set or pending for the resumption of negotiations. The mediator will continue to monitor this matter closely, unquote. Meanwhile, the Nipissing University Faculty Association places the blame on the administration for a lack of movement.
The mediator does make the decisions about when we go back to the table, and for the mediator it means that both sides have to be willing to move in order to have a discussion that is fruitful at the table. And so the mediator does make that call. Our feeling, actually not our feeling, it's our understanding that in fact it is the employer who is not willing to move, and that's why the mediator has made the decision not to bring us back together at the table. Our position remains the same. We sent out an open letter, as you know, to the Board of Governors, to the senior administration, stating that we are willing to move, we're willing to think creatively about our proposals in order to come to reach a deal.
Faculty wanted. North Bay needed.
And they say the administration is not willing to return to the table. How do you respond to this?
That's untrue, absolutely. The university said all along we'd be more than willing to return to the negotiating table as soon as faculty are ready to make some meaningful modifications to their position. There is a mediation process that the university is respecting, and as part of that process the mediator speaks with both parties on a regular basis and then makes determinations when it's time to return to the negotiating table. We're respecting that process.
So as of right now, there's no return to the bargaining table?
Yes, that's correct. We issued a release from the mediator today saying that there is no negotiation scheduled or pending at this time.
Meanwhile, the Nipissing University Student Union is staying neutral in this labor dispute. They have a plan they believe can end this strike.
We basically boiled down the issues that are at the bargaining table that are keeping the strike going on to 5 areas. And with those 5 areas, we basically identified, we analyzed what each side was saying, we weighed the arguments, we thought about what was best for educational quality going forward, but we also thought about what was necessary for financial sustainability. We then decided to break it down into a 16-page document that we've published on our website as to the rationale, and we've turned that into an infographic that neatly describes our stance on the 5 issues, as well as any sub-issues within it. Clearly, it's not a collective agreement in and of itself. It's not something that you can just copy-paste to use, but the guiding principles behind it, we feel are fair, help the future of Nipissing University, and also will hopefully bring an end to this very quickly, because we feel that honestly, if each side compromised along these lines, it's a tenable deal for each side.